Hi, this is Jenny Brav of Radiant Wholeness Healing, and today's video is a request from someone on YouTube to do a video on anxiety around driving. And I have worked with a number of clients on this. It's pretty common, and it can have a lot of different root causes. Sometimes people get scared of driving after they've had an accident. Sometimes it's a spillover of just generalized anxiety. Sometimes it's mistrusting oneself. Sometimes it's feeling really out of control with others. I know that for some people, it's driving, any kind of driving. For others, it's at night or over bridges, on highways. So feel free to adapt this video to whatever is true for you. As with all videos, you can change the words to ones that feel more true for you. And I also invite you to feel into what the charge is when you think about driving from 0 to 10, with 10 being the most anxious or fearful. And then notice at the end what number you would give your charge, and keep doing the video until you're at maybe like a 3 or below that when you think about driving. And you can do this at home in the morning when you wake up. You can do it before you get into your car. You can do it when you're in your car before you start driving. Definitely not when you're while you're driving. And I hope that this helps reduce some of the fear and anxiety. So tapping on the side of the hand, knowing that you're responsible for your well-being, but this can help you. Taking a deep breath. And repeating after me out loud or in your head. Even though I have fear and anxiety about driving, I'm open to loving and accepting myself. Good deep breath. Even though I feel really anxious about driving, and it's interfering with my daily life, I'm open to loving and accepting myself where I'm at right now. Even though I'm feeling fear and anxiety about driving, and I really want it to go away, I'm open to loving and accepting myself deeply and completely, even with this. Good deep breath. Tapping on the top of the head. High fear and anxiety about driving. Inside of the eyebrows. I see you. I feel you. Under the eyes, breathe. Under and above the lips, I acknowledge this part of me. Under the collarbone that does not feel safe driving. Middle of the sternum. It can be hard to trust myself. Ribs, my reflexes. under the armpit. I'm afraid of freezing. Good, deep breath. Inside of the wrist, it's okay to be scared. Of the wrist. And I acknowledge the ways that my fear and anxiety have served me. Tapping all over the head, trying to keep me safe. Inside of the eyebrows, vigilant. Outside of the eyes. Thanks so much for trying to help me. Under the eyes, breathe. Under and above the lips. And it's possible I don't need to be afraid. Under the collarbone. High part of me that gets so anxious about other people driving. Middle of the sternum. Angry. Ribs, breathe. I'd be fine driving if there just weren't other drivers. Under the armpit. I know you feel out of control. Wrist. That others can be so unpredictable. Other wrist. And it's possible I don't have to manage and control others. Breathe. Tapping all over the head. It's possible I can trust myself. Inside of the eyebrows, it's possible some part of me isn't anxious about driving. Outside of the eyes, knows what to do. Under the eyes, it's possible that part of me can be in the driver's seat. Under and above the lips, and my fear and anxiety can be in the back seat. Under the collarbone, safe and sound with the seatbelt on. Middle of the sternum, and gentle music playing. Ribs. I acknowledge any part of me that feels unsafe. Under the armpits, at the mercy of the world. Wrist. That might have had something happen to make me more scared of driving. Other wrist. I acknowledge you. Tapping all over the head. You're welcome in the back of the car too. Inside of the eyebrows. And I'm inviting my wise self outside of the eyes, my intuitive self under the eyes, my calm and grounded self under and above the lips into the driver's seat. under the collarbone. I am ready to release these old fears. Middle of the sternum, this old anxiety. Ribs, the hypervigilance. Under the armpit, mistrust of myself. Wrist, mistrust of others. The wrist, the need for control. All over the head, anticipatory anxiety. Inside of the eyebrows, breathe. Outside of the eyes, I am ready to be in the driver's seat of my life. Under the eyes. It's possible there's nothing for me to be afraid of. Under and above the lips, it's possible I can trust myself. Under the collarbone, I'm letting go of any need to control and manage others to feel safe. Middle sternum, I'm letting go of some of the old anger. Ribs. It's possible I am guided. Under the armpit. It's possible my body knows what to do. Rest, breathe. And part of me knows. The wrist. But the more I'm in my own internal center, top of the head, in my embodied and energetic driver's seat, inside of the eyebrows, the more likely I am to be fine. Outside of the eyes, and the more I anticipate something happening under the eyes, the more likely it is that I manifest that. Under and above the lips, breathe. I am learning to trust myself. Under the collarbone, I'm discovering I can feel safe. Middle of sternum, in my body. Ribs in the car. Under the armpits. In the driver's seat of my own life. Wrist. And if I need to do some training, other wrist to feel more comfortable. That's okay. Good. Take a deep breath. And then holding out in front of you, let's just stack all the emotions, the anxiety, the fear, the hypervigilance, And let's just nod to those emotions, knowing that they're here for a reason and that they've served you, but they probably no longer serve you. So let's release those into energy and light, taking off any cords tying you to those. And then we're going to hold out in front of us any memories, your own past life, ancestral, that might have connected to this fear, anxiety around driving, whether it's conscious or unconscious, especially around not having control. It's not always specific to driving or a car. And let's just nod to that. And let's release those memories, releasing any cords. And then finally, let's just nod to any coping strategies, trying to manage and control others, and any beliefs about yourself, the world, that you can't trust yourself, that you're not attentive enough, that there are too many crazy drivers out there. And let's release that. Knowing that you're always at choice about driving or no driving, about when you drive, how you drive. There's no shit around this. This is just to release anything that feels like it's constraining you or limiting you in ways you don't want to be limited. I invite you to close your eyes and call forth a version of you who is calm and grounded and connected to your wisdom, your intuition, your inner knowing. And you're going to merge with this version of you. They're going to step into you, you're going to step into them. And just feel in your body what that feels like. What qualities you're embodying, where you feel the groundedness in your body. And imagine that you're stepping into the driver's seat of your life from this place of being grounded, centered, merged with your wise self, higher self, soul self, however you conceive of this part. And really, again, maybe sit back a little bit, move your pelvis, really feel like, oh, I'm in the driver's seat of my life. Knowing that the fear of driving is often a metaphor for fears of like fully being in the driver's seat and trusting ourselves, life, others. Noticing what that feels like and just inviting in the back of the car fear, anxiety, anger, doubt. We might upgrade to a minivan or a bus, it doesn't matter. But they're all safe and they're welcome, but they're also safe. They're not the ones driving the car because we really don't want that. Knowing that the anxiety and the fear isn't going to help you be safer. In fact, the opposite. So and throwing them out of the van isn't going to keep you safer either because they'll come finding you. They'll come find you, hunt you down. But they're in the back of the car with some fun road music, feeling seen, heard, validated, but not feeling like everything is on them anymore. And that is also a stand-in for your scared inner child, usually. And just notice what that feels like. And so now imagining that you're in an actual physical car from the same place of centeredness, of trust, knowing that all the other parts of you are welcome. They get to feel seen, held, safe in the back. And imagine that you're driving your car over the highway to unknown places at night, over a bridge. And there's maybe even some gratitude that you learned how to drive, you know how to drive, you have access to a car, that we live in an age where we can get places in a car. How amazing that is. How many people in the world might not even have cars or live in places that are accessible by car. And just feeling the magic of that. If it's accessible, if not, that's totally fine. In any case, feeling into the possibility that you are safe. It's safe to trust. It's safe to be in the driver's seat of your life. And you can do this. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, taking a deep breath, tapping all over your body, shaking out, touching something grounding. And please comment below how it went. Like, subscribe so that it's easier for others to find these videos. And feel free to make a request too for another video. And if I can honor it, I will. Thank you so much.